Hello everyone! There is no time to waste as we have a lot of news to tell. Subscribe and welcome to the most informative football YouTube channel. In the comments below, write your predictions for the winner of the 2021 Champions League run. And of course, traditionally, support us with your royal like. Well, that is it. Let's get started. Ruben Dias has reached the level of Virgil van Dijk, claims Jamie Carragher. Zidane will remain the coach of Real Madrid for the next season. Everyone at the club is happy with the work of the French coach. Antonio Conte doesn't exclude his departure from Inter at the end of the season, reports Fabrizio Romano. Real Madrid haven't made it to the Champions League final for the third consecutive season since the transfer of Ronaldo. Juventus wants to sell Wojciech Szczesny. The Pole's services will be offered to Borussia Dortmund. Everton is interested in the signing of Barcelona centre-back Ronald Araujo. The Catalans do not intend to sell the player. Chelsea reached the Champions League final for the first time since 2012 and for the third time in its history. Thomas Tuchel is the first coach in history to reach the Champions League final 2 years in a row with two different clubs. Journalist Marcelo Bachelor said that he has no information on the transfer of Gerson to Barça. He believes that the Catalans will not pay 25 million euros for a player who is not in the starting 11. Chelsea became the first club in history to have both men's and women's teams in the Champions League final in the same season. The owners of Manchester United, the Glazer family, want to acquire Harry Kane to appease the fans of the Red Devils. David Luiz will miss the rest of the season due to injury in the match against Newcastle. At the end of the current campaign, the Brazilian can leave the club. Xavi will sign a new 2-year contract with Al Sadd. The contract will be signed in the upcoming days. The updated agreement will include a clause according to which he can be released to Barcelona at any time. Adriano got inducted into the Maracana Stadium Walk of Fame. The Brazilian forward could not hold back his tears. Koeman will miss the match against Atletico. Barcelona's appeal for a 2-match suspension was rejected. Riqui Puig will extend his contract with Barcelona for another 2 years. The midfielder's agreement will be extended until the summer of 2023. Laporte intends to keep Dembele and sign a new contract with him. Juventus and Liverpool are the main contenders for Osman. Manchester United and Liverpool will play on 13th of May. The fixture was postponed due to protests by Mancunian fans against the Glazers. Winning the Europa League? This is not enough for Manchester United, but we are getting better, said Bruno Fernandes. Inter players, Conte, and the club's president celebrated the league triumph on the club's base. We wanted to beat Liverpool for the fans. Everyone has the right to protest, but when officers are injured, it is too much, says Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. If you send the player Di Maria off, you have to send Fernandinho off as well. PSG need to become more calm and concentrated, as they finished both games with 10 men, said Arsène Wenger. There are more and more injuries. The entertainment suffers from this. We need to reduce the number of matches, notes Lucas Vázquez. Tottenham will save around £13 million in compensation for Mourinho as he leads Roma. Only Guardiola and Ferguson have made it to the Champions League final in 3 decades. Foden is the best young player in the world. Haaland is yet to play at his level, said FERDINAND. Pochettino spoke upon the words of PSG players about the insults from the referee. I didn't hear it, but we need to believe what they say and maybe UEFA will investigate, said the manager of PSG. We've invested a lot of money, but that is not the point. The team has earned the right to play in the final, says Guardiola. Borussia has requested the information about Zenit striker Sardar Azmoun, reports Nicolas Kira. Messi could be fined up to 60,000 euros for a dinner for Barça players on the eve of the game against Atletico. The players violated coronavirus restrictions. Now let's get to the main news of the release. The fate of Kylian Mbappe remains uncertain. Real Madrid is already working hard on Kylian's transfer, according to us. The journalist Adrien Grenier also gave us a lot of material to think. PSG is already discussing possible candidates to replace the 22-year-old Frenchman. Not only Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo are on the list. One of the likely signatures of the Parisians is Mohamed Salah, who is in a crisis in relations with Liverpool. The Reds are in no hurry to offer a new contract to the Egyptian, and he really doesn't like it. Therefore, Mo may consider leaving for the Parc des Princes. UEFA is ready to apply sanctions against the founding clubs of the Super League, which will not abandon the idea. The maximum punishment for such teams could be a 2-year ban on participation in European competitions, according to ESPN. Over the past 10 days, the union has been communicating with 12 founding clubs, trying to agree on lower sanctions and to obtain formal and final confirmation that the teams will not continue to follow the project. At the moment, the agreements have been reached with 7 clubs: Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Tottenham, Chelsea and Atletico. Inter is also close to an agreement, but it hasn't yet been reached. The other 4 clubs, Juventus, Real Madrid, Barcelona and Milan, are still holding on to their thoughts on the Super League. These teams are confident in their opinion, but still they ask UEFA for permission to hold competitions and recognition of their tournament rather than leaving UEFA. UEFA is not interested in a lengthy trial and hopes that 2 more teams will officially reject the project. According to the Super League Charter, if 9 of 12 clubs formally leave it, the project will be officially closed. Of course, we will not leave you without updates on the epic return of Neymar to Barcelona. There are several of them at once. Barcelona estimates the Brazilian at 60 to 100 million euros, according to La Vanguardia journalist Anies Marti. The club believes that if they manage to sell some of the players, Barça will definitely have that amount of money. However, the deal to return the footballer to Catalonia will not be easy to pull off. PSG are not going to easily let Neymar go. The Parisians are demanding at least 150 million euros. Nevertheless, according to Le Parisien, PSG management will still consider selling Neymar due to the danger of the Brazilian leaving for free in the summer of 2022, if he doesn't sign a new contract. At the same time, Radio RMC Sport gives completely opposite information. The player's surroundings are sure that rumors of a return to Barcelona are not true, and Neymar himself plans to sign a new contract. As for the PSG leadership, they deny the likelihood of the Brazilian leaving. This information is also confirmed by the Catalan journalist Javi Campos. According to him, Al Khelaïfi has already turned to Laporta and told Barcelona to forget about Neymar, although the Barça president is not going to give up yet. To be continued? Awesome piece of information comes from Le Parisien once again. Amazing and shocking at the same time. PSG representatives, whilst negotiating with potential newcomers, tell the players' agents that Lionel Messi will be in Paris from the new season. We note that according to the latest information, there is a high probability that the Argentinian will sign a new 2-year contract and move to play for Inter Miami in the summer of 2023. Do you believe that such a transfer to PSG will take place? The main dish of the day is the second leg between Chelsea and Real Madrid. Madrid could count on Ramos, but that was the end of the positive. The Londoners were significantly more confident than their Spanish adversary. According to many experts, the match could well have ended with a score of 5-0 or 5-1 if Tuchel's team converted all their chances. Naturally, in the end, the clash ended with a triumph of the hosts 2-0. The first goal was netted by Werner, the second was provided by Mason Mount. We highlight N'Golo Kanté's performance. It was he who made up 2 successful attacks, and it's quite fair that the humble Frenchman was recognized as the best player of the match in the battle between Chelsea and Real for the second time in a row. Chelsea deserved to win. Real had no clear chances to score. We have come very far. I'm proud of the guys, said Zinedine Zidane after the match. Getting to the final is an amazing achievement. Congratulations to the team. We want to go all the way to the end, which means that you need to fly to Istanbul with a desire to win, said Thomas Tuchel. An actual scandal happened after the game. Eden Hazard approached Kurt Zouma and Edouard Mendy, hugged them, and while laughing talked to the footballers of the London club. It is unlikely that the Madrid club understood the cheerful mood of the Belgian, for whom 100 million euros were paid. We will not be surprised if Hazard finds himself on a transfer at the end of the season. El Chonguito TV already believes that Eden no longer has a place at Real. Looks like there will be a comeback to Chelsea? Guys, watch the recommended videos on our other projects, Inside Football and Top Football. Be sure to check them out. It was Football News. Have a nice one, and see you in a bit.